Hey, it's me, Michelle, and this is a video of It's All About You. So, what if I ask you the question, what would it take to get you to where you want to be? Think about it. What would it take for you to get to where you want to be? Thought about it? You got your answer? Good. Most of us want to be somewhere where we're not, of course, financially, physically, and emotionally. Now, with all that being said, how much are you willing to do to get to where you want to be in life? I'm going to tell you something. Getting to where you want to be in life means that you got to dig deep. Means that you're going to have to face some deep-rooted issues, conquer them, embrace them, and be free of them. So it's sort of like you're going on a soul searching. It's a spiritual battle. I'm going to touch on one subject for now. It's going to be more to come. What constantly comes up that you just cannot get away from, that you know that is a deep-rooted issue? Let's take being vulnerable. We all have a wall up. Some people call it a wall, defense mechanism. Call it what you want. It's a deep-rooted issue. We don't like being vulnerable because we don't want to be hurt. We done dealt with that before. And I'm not just talking about in a male-female relationship. I'm talking about in every relationship in your life. Being vulnerable is challenging. But you got to know, you got to tell yourself, if I'm going to be vulnerable, what happens when that hurt comes, when that pain comes? You got to know that you're going to be taken care of. You got to believe that. You also got to believe that it's not always you. It could be the other person. You got to know yourself and know what path you're going in and what direction you're going to. I didn't like being vulnerable. It was challenging for me. It's still challenging for me for a little bit, but if you never experience new things, you're just going to be stagnant. Can you picture swamp water with everything in it? Nothing is moving. Nothing is flowing. Everything is just stagnant. So in this swamp water, things are just being thrown in there. And you're holding on to it. Those are your deep-rooted issues. It's sort of like we need something to just pull the plug so the water can drain. And that's when your life starts flowing. You may hit some rough waters, but you still flowing. You still flowing. Your waters will come calm a little bit, but you still flowing. You still flowing. That's what being vulnerable is about. You know, you got to open yourself up to things because you never know what you're opening yourself up to could very well be your blessing in disguise. And that's where you just take off. So learning to be vulnerable, it's a good thing. It's not always bad. You can find love, joy, peace, happiness, and being vulnerable. Don't keep yourself closed up all the time. Get out, experience new things. You know your limits and boundaries. Just learn to be vulnerable. Successful people, they're vulnerable. Of course, we're going to have some fears. But guess what? Fear is not real. False evidence appearing real. That's what fear is. So how about it? You gonna learn to be vulnerable? Subscribe, because I got more coming. You too. It's all about you. Thanks.